Hello and welcome to Senior Centers in Action. Well, blistering cold and snowy January curtailed many of our Senior Center activities, but we still have a few events on tap for you this month, including an art show from some of our Pascal Senior Activity Center members and a visit with some very special performers at the Arnold Senior Activity Center. But first, while the snow may have put the Annapolis Senior Activity Center's Games at the Playground Day on hold until March, but we were able to catch up with some of the center's members who are all part of the Red Hat Queens to find out more about that group and some of their activities. Well, it's a cold day outside today in Annapolis, but that hasn't stopped the Annapolis Red Hat Queens from having their meeting. I'm here with the Queen Mother, Patsy. Patsy, can you tell us a little bit about the Red Hat Queens to start us off?
Yes, we have been together for 5 years. We started here at the Annapolis Senior Center, and we are a fun group. And we get together once a month. We have our meeting, and then we contribute to different organizations that needs help, and we just enjoy ourselves.
And what kind of organizations do you help out?
We help the church out. We help the teenagers who are homeless from Annapolis Senior High School, and sometimes we gave out gift baskets for Thanksgiving, and we do a lot. So if anybody asks us for help, we try our best and help them out.
Now, how did the group get started?
A lady here that lived here at the residence, she got us started.
And what does it mean to be the Queen Mother?
It's a lot of work, but it's fun. It's fun. You have to do a lot. You have to go online and let them know what's going on and keep everybody informed.
And I know that you have to be 55 or older to join the group, but if there's anyone interested out there in joining the group, how do they do it?
Just contact the senior center if they're of age and, get in touch with us, or just come to one of our meetings. Every fourth Wednesday at 10 o'clock we meet at the senior center.
And Patsy, you were telling me there's some involvement opportunities for pink hats as well?
Oh, yes. We have pink hatters that come in our outside activities, so they come and have fun, too, with us.
And those are people that are not yet of age for the senior center.
Right. If you're not 50, you have to wear a pink hat until you get of age.
Well, thank you so much for talking with us today.
Thank you.
Well, I'm here with Helen, and she's one of the Annapolis Red Hat Queens. Thank you for joining us today, Helen. How long have you been a Red Hat Queen?
I've been a Red Hat Queen for about 8 years or more. I was with another group, and when I joined this group, we go to different conventions out of state, and it's really, really fun.
And how many members do you have in the group?
We have about 30, almost 30, because we have people who would like to join, and they came and they said they wanted to join, so we'll see.
Okay. And what's your favorite part of being part of this group?
The fun, ladies having fun and going to the conventions that's out of town or in town, and going visiting other Red Hat Society groups.
Well, thank you so much for telling us about the Red Hats today, Helen.
And thank you. Bye.
So I'm here with Carabelle Jones. Carabelle, how long have you been part of the Red Hat Queens organization?
I joined May of 2012.
And what are some of the things you like doing with the Red Hat Queens?
I like to go places with them. They are a fun group.
And where do you go?
Different places. It's been so long. I haven't been with them since June of last year because I had surgery.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, too. Bye.
Thank you. All right. I'm here with Joyce. She's one of the Red Hat Queens, and Joyce isn't wearing a red hat today. She's wearing a purple hat, which has special significance. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, every month, if your birthday, whatever your birthday come in, you wear the purple hat. And well, my birthday is this month on the 25th. It's past, but you wear the purple hat the whole month. So yeah.
And happy birthday, Joyce.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay.
And I know that you're one of 5 sisters in the Annapolis Red Hat Queens group.
Right, there's 5 of us. Everybody married now. Everybody knows about the Bro Girls. They know us. Everybody knows about the Bro Girls. Yeah, we are in the Red Hats.
And how did you get involved as a family?
How we get involved as a family? Well, we're a close family, so we always together and stuff, so we're very close.
And what does it mean to you to be so close to your sisters? And I understand you've got 4 brothers too,
Right.
big family.
Yes, well, we always traveling together. We just love each other. Yeah, the boys too, but the girls, we was brought up together as a close family, so we're just together everywhere we go.
Well, thank you so much for sharing with us.
Thank you.
We want to thank those ladies for all that they do in our community. The Arnold Senior Activity Center hosted a pair of very special performers, Frank and Trish Curreri, but you may know them better as Frank Sinatra and Peggy Lee. Frank and Trish brought their Peggy Lee and her men show to Arnold to entertain the audience with a catalog of classic songs.
When you call my name, and you know I'm gonna treat you right, you give me fever. With his kisses, fever when he holds me tight. Fever, I'm his missus. Daddy, won't you treat him right?
Well, I'm here at the Arnold Senior Activity Center with Frank and Trish Curreri. They're the husband and wife team, also known as Frank Sinatra and Peggy Lee today. Welcome to Senior Centers in Action, you two.
Thank you very much.
so much.
Now, can you tell a little bit about your performance today? You chose, I know you do different performances and different characters, but today you chose Frank and Peggy.
Well, yeah, and even today was more of a Peggy Lee show, and then I kind of do a lot of different songs. We theme out each performance for a message, whether it be love or bringing in the new year or just addressing our great country. So we have a lot of different ways we can do that.
And today it seemed to be all 3 of those messages.
Yes, we on all of our shows we try to promote all those items: love, country, and family, most definitely.
And you've been performing now together for 18 years, 16?
Well, actually 16 years, 1998 when we started.
And you definitely had a lot of different songs today. I never knew that about Lady and the Tramp, that was a Peggy Lee song.
Yeah, definitely. That's a song that you don't hear very often, and that's why I like to include it in my show, because the folks here definitely would know that song. Yeah.
Now, see, Lady's a Tramp is not her song. He's a Tramp.
Yeah, the song is
The song from Lady and the Tramp, He's a Tramp.
Lady and the Tramp is a Sinatra song.
And do you have any upcoming performances where folks can catch you? I know we've seen you before at our retired senior volunteer program luncheon as different characters, and you've been very good to our senior centers, but any other upcoming performances you want to highlight?
Well, we'll be at the Fleet Reserve down in Annapolis the last Saturday of this month in January. We'll be at Hollywood Casino on February 5th. And Cafe Mez, right?
We have Gianni's coming up also, which is not too far from here. We'll be doing a show along with Patsy Cline that day. Yeah.
And where can people find out more information about the 2 of you?
Well, they can. The best way is to email us at currerifamily@msn.com, and then we'll stay in touch with them and let them know where we're performing and when, and that's the best way to do it.
Well, thank you two so much for performing today for our seniors. It was a wonderful performance, and everyone enjoyed it.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Baby face, you got the cutest little baby face.
Now, you may remember seeing Frank a few months ago serenading Pasadena Senior Activity Center member Catherine Edgar at her 100th birthday party. We appreciate the joy Frank and Trish bring to our senior center members and look forward to seeing them again. Our senior activity centers have the word activity in their name for a reason. All of our senior centers offer a variety of activities and classes from card making to belly dancing, and at the Pascal Senior Activity Center, several members have formed an open studio painting group as a way to learn painting techniques to express their creativity. The group also has a lot of fun together. They recently held an art exhibit at the North County Public Library, and we spoke to some of the artists in attendance. Well, I'm here with Daniel Cordell, who's been part of the group for 2 years now. Daniel?
Going on 3 now.
Going on 3 years. And why do you like being part of this group so much?
Well, it's very laid back, very relaxed, and you can actually enjoy your trade, and you're amongst people that are of similar trade. And we all get along fine. And I think some of their talent is rubbing off on me.
And you were just telling me that you've enjoyed this maybe even more than when you were a kid.
Oh, yes. Well, I started when I was in grade school with colored pencils and crayons. And through the years, I've just held my interest, and I've gone into many, many fields like the one right behind you.
So you've been an artist all your life.
Off and on, all my life.
And now, today, you have a piece that represents a whole new generation. Can you tell us about it?
Well, actually, it's in my family. She's my great-granddaughter and the pride of my life.
Can you tell us a little bit about her?
Well, she's 8 years old, and she's much smarter than I am, and she tells me every day.
Well, it's a beautiful representation of her, and thank you so much for joining us today.
you.
Well, I'm here with Evelyn Kazmar from the Pascal Senior Activities Center at the North County Library and for the Pascal Open Studio. Now, Evelyn, can you tell us a little bit about your artwork on display here today?
Well, I have oil paintings and watercolors, and I do both. And my panda bears are a thought after the panda bear was born at the National Zoo. I also have oil paintings here, and I like to do sunflowers, and I have that here with a big bumblebee in it. And I just enjoy painting with the open studio with my friends. And I also have a show of my own in Baltimore once a year on Pratt Street. It's just a great, enjoyable way to paint and spend our time.
And this is the third annual opening of your...
This is the third annual show we have, and our students do, well, they're not students, our co-painters do beautiful work, and we really are happy that we have a place for our venue.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show today, Evelyn.
You're welcome. Glad to be here. Thank you.
Well, I'm here with Phyllis Miller of the Open Studio Group at the Pascal Senior Activities Center. And Phyllis, I understand that you've been painting for a very long time now.
Oh my goodness! I went to art high school, and actually I started when I was very, very little with my very first box of crayons and coloring book, and I knew I was going to be an artist. And I have pictures in my own home that are over 50 years old. Wow. But they're my best ones. And I do every medium: oil, pastel, watercolor, colored pencil.
And I understand that there's a variety of media on display here today.
Yes, there is. It just so happens that I just happen to have these oils here, but I do other mediums also.
And Phyllis, how long have you been part of the Open Studio Group?
About 2.5 years when it first started.
And what's your favorite part about the group? Why do you enjoy being part of it so much?
Because we could interact with each other and we critique each other. And we just enjoy each other's company also.
Well, Phyllis. Oh.
Yes.
Well, Phyllis, thank you so much for sharing your artwork with us today.
Well, thank you for having me here.
Well, I'm here at the North County Library with Joe Acosta of the Pascal Center Open Studio. Welcome to Senior Centers in Action, Joe.
Thank you.
Now, Joe, can you tell us a little bit about the group and how it was formed?
Well, the group was formed to facilitate more or less artists who wanted to get together and exchange ideas and express criticism, that type of thing. And also to give us a period of time to meet and paint.
And when do you meet and paint?
We meet every Thursday from 12 to 4. And the group pays $6 a month to the center for the privilege of using the rooms.
And I understand that all of those proceeds go back to Pascal Senior Activity Center itself.
That's right. For whatever they care to purchase. Like if they needed a new TV or something like that, they would use that money.
It's wonderful that you're giving back to the center as well. Now, can you tell me about, a lot of these pieces are yours, particularly the animal pieces. What inspires you?
Well, to begin with, I just started out as a pastime painting oils. And I utilize my experience while I like to camp and fish, and you see a lot of wildlife, and I sort of incorporate that in addition to using some pictures to finish the picture itself.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show today, Joe.
Thank you for being here.
I'm here with Constance Robleski of the Pascal Senior Center Open Studio Group. Welcome to Senior Centers in Action, Constance.
Welcome to our afternoon reception.
Thank you so much for having us here today. Can you tell us a little bit about your artwork to start us out?
Well, I mainly do watercolors and oils. Once in a while, pastel. That's a little bit on the sloppy side. And I paint from my own photographs. Using my own photographs as an excuse to truck around the world so I can take them. The main draw for me, painting with my cohorts on Thursday afternoon from 12 to 4, is the atmosphere. We are like an honorary family, to be honest. And we will get an honest critique from one another. And it's just a very positive part of my life.
And can you tell us a little bit about that critique process and how you chose the pieces in today's show?
Well, actually, the duck was because I wanted to be bad to Joe and Robert. They were painting ducks that they went to a class for. And I said, Robert, give me a copy of yours. And it was black and white. And I said, well, what am I supposed to get from this? So I ignored him. He started to tell me. And as you can see, my duck looks a little strange. And to really upset them, I painted my pier red. Now, for 2 months, these two guys have not gotten over my red pier.
And what's the significance of the red pier?
To be defiant towards Joe and Robert. And that's the atmosphere that we paint in, just exactly that. And I can go there and be as ornery as I choose to be, and my brush will go as fast as my mouth. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Phyllis. One last question for you. If there are any artists out there in the Glen Burnie area who are interested in finding out more about the group,
Yes,
how can they do that?
We have flyers, and we'd be happy for like kindred spirits to join our group.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Great job, everyone. And if you'd like more information about the Open Studio Group, they meet every Thursday from 12 to 4. The dues are $6 per month. You can get more information by contacting Joe Acosta at 410-760-7348 or by visiting the Pascal Senior Activity Center at 125 Dorsey Road in Glen Burnie. Well, that wraps up this edition of Senior Centers in Action. We're busy putting together next month's episode, and if you want more information about the activities we may highlight on that show, visit www.aacounty.org/aging, where you can find a full list of activities and contact information for each senior center in Anne Arundel County. We'll leave you now with more music from Peggy Lee and a look at the Open Studio artwork. We hope to see you again next month.
Every day. He's a tramp, but I love him, and I only hope he'll stay that way. He's a tramp, he's a scoundrel, he's a raptor, he's a cat. He's a tramp, but I love him. Yes, even I have got it pretty bad. You can't never tell when he'll show up. He gives you plenty of trouble. I guess he's just a no-count pup, but I wish that he were double. He's a tramp, he's a rover, and there's nothing more to say. If he's a tramp, he's a good one, and I wish that I could travel his way. You can never tell when he'll show up. He gives you plenty of trouble. I guess he's just a no-count pup, but I wish that he were double. He's a tramp, he's a rover, and there's nothing the dog. Yes, he is.